Welcome back, everybody. Some more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. July, Septian calendar 1204. We just finished our field study. Now we're getting a cutaway to Valflame Palace in Heimdall? Imperial Palace, I would assume. Ominous music. Something bad's happening. That sounds of it. Emperor Dreikel's, I would assume. She's a biggin'. That is a ridiculously large palace. What is... This is a small city. Chancellor's office. Ooh. This is the Chancellor.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete.
And Claire. We met her before. Okay. So they're tying up the loose ends to do with the war that almost broke out?
The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted.
Ah, okay.
However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
So we didn't get to keep them. Interesting. That's a sound effect, okay.
I suppose that's acceptable.
Oh my god, this man's voice.
After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We
What?
should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Okay, so he's trying to spin this as part of the trade deal they're trying to work on with presumably Calvard?
Yes, sir.
Whoever Rocksmith is, some sort of politician in the Republic, probably.
Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of.
So there's kind of a assessing what happened, I guess, and what they need to do. They did mention when we saw G and C talking about how this would essentially put the Chancellor on notice. Like, you would need to be more careful. And it seems like that they were correct.
Our next concern is the upcoming Summer Festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference.
Okay, there's a summer festival going on, and he thinks there's some concern they'll attack that. There's also a trade conference next month, so that would be August then?
I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west.
Okay.
That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
That's a pretty big...
It's almost like you read my mind.
that might be a bit of a wide swath to leave to one person. The east, the west, and just the capital. But I don't know quite how they operate, so it's hard to say.
Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir. I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Claire is bored?
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the Summer Festival in your capable hands.
Okay.
Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Who's them?
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency.
Some intrigue happening here.
His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
The governor.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in.
Would this be... We've only heard of one governor
forgive my
before.
intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report.
Okay.
It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall.
They're trying to keep these guys' names, like, ambiguous here, but it's somewhat obvious who they are.
I'd been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods.
The Ironbloods are sort of a special operations group that clearly, like, that's what they've gotten across, but Claire is, I guess, the leader?
Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member.
Oh, she isn't.
But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the four great houses in particular.
So we know that that this is a reformist faction, that they don't really like the nobility all that much.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree.
I'm just trying to figure out what the scene is trying to tell us, because it's like, why include this just to kind of give us a lot of information we already know?
Imperial Governor Carl Regnitz.
So this is Machias' father, which we knew there was that his father was a governor, so it kind of stood to reason this would be him.
The feeling's mutual. Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
People don't talk like this. Like, they could have established their names in much easier ways.
Of course, and that's exactly why I intend to go with him. Next month's conference may be the West Zamoria Trade Conference in name, but it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times.
That's cool.
So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I don't doubt it. Pretty big conference.
So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Okay, so there's sort of a big international summit happening.
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course.
Okay, so they have a president.
Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Ermaferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberl in place of the Queen. And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
Okay, interesting.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government.
I'm pretty sure both of these voices are the same person, just so we're clear.
But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed, and that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
Okay.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this.
Okay, so this is...
Recently,
Imperial.
I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face.
Clearly, like, Imperial children here.
I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
So the younger son is the heir, I would surmise. So these are both Imperial princes, obviously.
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberl once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberl, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it.
Trying to teach his little brother how to, you know, approach...
And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
How to approach the insurmountable task, it seems, of being an emperor, I suppose.
Olivert.
Olivert. Olivert. What a name.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
Couldn't just call him Oliver. Has to be Olivert.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
Trying to get him out of the house, I guess.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
I guess there's some sort of issue with Olivert.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Okay. So despite the nobility having significant issues with the Chancellor, it seems like the Imperial family at least gets along with him.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking.
Oliver doesn't agree, though? This is somewhat complicated. I'm trying to piece together who's on whose side, really, is the big thing. And it's obviously, it doesn't look like it's quite as cut and dry.
The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed.
That's such a distant compliment.
But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
We've heard this voice before. Hey, it's the princess.
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Yay.
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival.
Yay. She's listed as lovely girl. Okay.
But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously.
So the younger brother is Cedric. So we've got names here finally. Alphen, Oliver, Cedric. Got it.
We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
I mean, they are Imperial children. You'd think that they would, like Imperial royalty, you'd think they would maybe take this a little bit seriously, but it sounds like they're trying to go for, you know, the two extremes in the younger kids.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
Given the setting, I can kind of respect the idea that maybe 15 is probably around a good time to start worrying.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties.
Wait, is she like attacking his masculinity right now?
Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
Oh, so he struggles with the ladies.
You know, that did wonders for his popularity.
Oh, but people think he's cute. Okay.
The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a way to do it.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
I mean, to each their own, I guess. Some people like that sort of mentality.
Surely you're kidding, right?
Something tells me she's being totally honest.
That reminds me, Alphen.
Oh. What's up?
Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Ooh.
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we?
Ooh.
Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Ooh, she has a love interest. That's nice.
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke.
Hey. I find it kind of amusing that the two brothers are just like, oh, really? They're not, like, up in arms or anything?
Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
I wouldn't surprise me. I guess the news probably is all over this sort of thing.
You're really going to dance with someone?
I mean, we see it today, like, even in reality, right, with, like, royal families. Even if they don't necessarily have a huge impact politically anymore, they certainly dominate certain news perspectives, news companies, displays, etc. Media? That's the word I'm looking for. News media.
Could it be a son from one of the four great houses?
Probably wouldn't be a bad decision.
That's for me to know and you to discover.
Okay.
He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much. Oh, that reminds me. Prince Olivert? I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
So she doesn't refer to him as Olivert. She refers to him as Prince Olivert, and then she referred to the other brother by just the name. Is that because he's older than her? Interesting. Saint Estrella. Yeah, it's the girls' school that most of the nobles went to. Sankt District, Saint Asteria? Girls' school. Pretty sure it's Asteria. Or Astera, because there's no I towards the end.
I should open that letter from Reen that came in this morning.
Oh, we sent her a letter.
I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this.
This is Reen's little sister.
Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Reen? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister.
Very formal of Reen.
What?
Oh. What? Oh, she's angry. What did he write?
Reen, why?
Well, okay. So, Reen sent her a letter and she wasn't happy about it. Oh, okay. We just whizzing right through that. All right. It's like 2.5 weeks later.
Mid-July.
Sharon. Ooh, narration.
Summer had come to Trista, and that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts.
Ooh, summer uniforms. Yay. Everybody in their summer uniforms. There's a lot less color. I'm still interested as
Months of
to...
experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework.
Okay, so everybody's getting a bit more comfortable with all the school stuff. I find it kind of amusing that Reen and Elisa are the only characters wearing gloves, and they're wearing what appear to be the same glove. It's almost like they bought one pair and each got one hand, because she has the left hand and he has the right.
And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering, that we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
Okay. What is that?
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up.
Oh, do we have swimming class? Hey, it's an excuse to put everybody in swimsuits. Reen has a big old scar across his chest.
I'm supposed to remind you that swimming classes here are meant to teach you skills relevant to military service.
I mean, being able to swim could come up, yeah.
You know, how not to drown if you wind up in the water, how to save others from drowning, CPR, that kind of stuff.
Cool.
In
Sorry.
fact, CPR is a pretty vital skill on any battlefield. Reen, Elisa, would you care to give us a demonstration?
Oh. Okay.
Instructor!
In front of everyone?
Would it be better privately, Reen? Is that what you're getting at?
Come on, guys, just kidding around.
Aw, that's no fun.
Point is, it's still important that you learn how to do it and that you won't hesitate to use it if the need arises.
That's fair.
Whether that means locking lips with someone of the same sex or the opposite.
Of course.
I mean,
Well, it is a skill we can use to save someone's life.
in the environment where you would need to use it, that the whole social anxiety becomes somewhat irrelevant.
After we've covered that, I'll be timing how long it takes each of you to swim the length of the pool. Will you give me a hand, Laura?
As you wish.
Ooh, laps. You get to do some swimming. Definitely a necessary shot.
You're up, Gaius. Ready, and go!
You're next, Emma. Ready, go!
Wow, look at Gaius go!
Why would Gaius be good at swimming?
Yeah, I already used to swim in that lake in the Highlands every summer, so I kind of expected that.
Okay, that makes much more sense.
Emma's a lot faster than I thought she'd be, too. Though it's not much her swimming ability that I envy.
Really? It's got to come up every once in a while. They got to slip it in there to just be like, oh yeah, Emma is, you know, the chestiest one.
What do you... Oh, I get it.
You didn't have to say it out loud, Rain.
You don't need to get it. Anyway, what are you doing just staring at girls in swimsuits?
I'm not staring. My eyes are just pointed in that general direction.
Furthermore, I mean, it is what it is. You got a bunch of shirtless guys here too, so...
Well, any guy would have a hard time taking his eyes off of our class's girls. I'm not even sure who to gawk at first.
Elliot's pure honesty. I love it. Thank you, man.
I mean, even the other guys are handsome. You're pretty toned yourself, Reen.
Thanks, Elliot.
You think?
Well, it does look like you put a lot into your exercise and training. As for you, Elliot, I think you're better just the way you are.
Aw.
Oh, really?
That's not very nice. Well, I mean, it's meant to be nice, but it doesn't really have that effect.
I don't think I want to imagine Elliot all buff and ripped.
I need it. There's got to be a meme out there somewhere. Just a beefy looking Elliot.
Hey, what's that on the left side of your chest, Reen? Some kind of scar?
Oh, you're right. It's so faint that I hadn't noticed it before.
I mean, it looks pretty pronounced from here, but maybe...
Oh, that. It's some kind of mark. It's been there as long as I can remember. Don't know how I got it, though.
Oh.
Wow.
Actually, when I look at it more closely, it looks more like a bunch of little scars all knit together.
Somebody carve into his chest?
It makes you look really manly and tough. I kind of wish I had one now.
Elliot, are you coming on to me? Or Reen, anyway?
Seriously?
It really wouldn't suit you. Trust me.
That's not very nice.
Can't believe we finished with the exact same time.
Well, first of all, why does Machias have his glasses on? Or Emma, for that matter, too, also has her glasses on. And, two, I think it's hilarious that they're just like, yep, these two are as evenly matched as possible somehow.
We must be destined to strive against each other forever.
Forever. The eternal rivalry.
What are you talking about? The only one I was competing against was myself.
Of course.
And even then, I barely put much effort into it.
That's what it was.
Well, it's not like I was giving my best either.
All right.
These two.
That was refreshing. I wouldn't mind swimming a little longer, actually.
Okay, Laura, are you ready? I'll time your lap.
Oh, she should be the best.
Though I doubt I really need to, considering you're in the swimming club.
Yeah.
No, please do.
So Laura's next. You can tell she's a member of the swimming club. Just look at the way she stands on the block.
Ready, and go!
She's so fast.
Whoa, she's fast. How is she doing it?
Impressive.
Whew. Well
Wow.
done.
Let's see, 20.02 seconds. Not bad at all.
I know nothing of swimming times, unfortunately, so I don't know if that's a ridiculous time or not.
All right, I think it's time for me to dive into the mix.
Ooh, Instructor Sarah's gonna swim.
Everyone, pick a partner. It's time for a little head-to-head competition.
Aw, races.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. I cut Elliot off.
It appears we've been given a chance to settle this once and for all.
I'm ready when you are.
I think we'd be a good match, Emma. How about it? True. Our times were pretty close.
How about it, Laura? Want to partner up with me?
Ooh, Sarah and Laura?
Not today, I'm afraid.
Aw.
I wish to challenge Fee this time.
Oh. Okay.
Me?
Yeah, why?
Laura? But your times weren't even close.
Well, all right, let's go with that.
Sarah's just like, whatever, I don't care.
I guess that leaves me with Reen. It's your lucky day again.
Oh, we get to hang out with Sarah and have a race with her.
Wait, why me?
Why not? Alright, let's see what's going on here. So, oh, use this one. Elisa won as well. The blondes came out on top.
Oh, I'm exhausted. You know, this seems like it would be pretty effective as part of a diet plan.
Yeah, it is pretty good exercise, actually, swimming.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to win this, is there?
Yeah, I think you can take her.
Go easy on me, guys.
Elliot's totally doomed, though.
Same to you.
Ready?
Oh, God.
Go!
The Blade soundtrack is playing. Press triangle or circle when the circle... Triangle or circle when the two circles overlap. Doing so repeatedly will increase your speed. Okay, so it's a rhythm game? Hey, I won. Just barely, too. I wasn't even, like, looking, but it looked really close. I got 3 AP for that. Hey. That's pretty awesome.
I actually won.
Good job, Reen.
Nicely done, Reen.
I'm exhausted.
Good effort, Elliot. Oh. So it begins.
Oh, okay. Are you both ready?
Elise is just like, this is awkward.
Not quite.
Oh.
Fee, how about giving it all you've got this time?
Okay, so Laura thinks Fee is holding back.
Huh? Laura? What if I already did?
I don't think so. I could tell just by watching you. Don't make light of me.
I think so. Laura appears to have some sort of issue with the fact that Fee consistently holds back. Since we know she has like military experience being like a Jaeger in the past, she should be much more skilled than pretty much all of her peers, but she doesn't overachieve.
Your earlier time was certainly not the best you're capable of.
Well, it's not very polite to your opponent to hold back.
Yeah, I mean, you're having a one-on-one race. You should give it your all.
This isn't like the battlefields you grew up fighting on. It's a place you can grow and better yourself by challenging others. Deep down, I know you realize that.
Is Fee like conflict averse, maybe? Like she's trying to avoid competing? She just doesn't like it, maybe?
Good. Then let us begin.
Just a nod. Nothing else. Alright.
Looking at them like this, it's obvious how different their builds are.
Okay. I mean, it's something to think about, I guess, Machias.
If build were all that mattered, we would have turned in faster times than either of them.
Yeah, so swimming is one of those situations where even somebody who's physically smaller can succeed just fine because, like, weight difference and, like, fluid dynamics and everything and how you swim, it affects people differently. So, like, there's an equalization there where even if you're physically larger and you might be stronger, you may not necessarily swim faster than somebody who is more lithe or physically smaller.
I imagine the difference lies in their control of their bodies.
Limb length, to my knowledge, plays a big part, though, so I would imagine Fee still has some sort of disadvantage since she probably has much shorter legs.
Yeah, this'll be one to watch.
Hard to say, though.
Ready?
All the ladies in this have a somewhat ridiculous leg to torso proportion because they're anime characters, and that's just how it works.
Incredible.
They're so fast. Almost identical.
Whoa.
Which of them was first?
It was too close to call.
No, there was a tiny difference. Laura came out ahead on this one.
Okay.
Having longer arms might have been the deciding factor, even.
Hey, I called that.
Oh, I wish I could have joined in.
The limb length, I mean, not specifically the arms.
Well done.
The same to you. You can do this when you want to, and yet you consistently hold back. Why?
I should point out, Laura, in a real swimming environment, would have been completely doomed because of her hair, but we're ignoring that, again, for the sake of anime. And more importantly, I imagine it would be very difficult to remodel all the characters with swimming caps on.
No reason, really? Too much effort, I guess.
So apathy is meant to explain why she doesn't try that hard?
It seems we truly cannot find a middle ground.
Interesting. So Laura's trying to, like, extend an olive branch, if you will. Temperature's going up, 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 up. And I don't know about you, but I'm wilting like a flower. Aw, Sarah. The refreshing power of beer is at its peak. So she's going to be drinking more. Got it. The capital's beer gardens. Ooh. If you're waiting for us to stop you, you're in for a long wait. Oh, Reen, don't do that to her. That's so mean. Some classy gentleman lined up to go with you, or maybe you'll be flying solo again. Oh, use it. Why does everybody so mean to her? Next practical exam is coming up next Wednesday. I'm sure you're used to them by now, but make sure you're ready. We will be. I got a lot done with our last one. Oh, Sophie and Laura were struggling to work together, and I imagine that must have impacted their field study last month. If we're tied up next week, I guess I won't be able to go to the capital for the summer festival this year. It's a seasonal holiday. Most major cities in Erebonia celebrate it in June. It's actually an old animistic festival that the Septian Church adopted. Okay. That's pretty common when you have like a newer religion coming in, sort of assimilates some of the traditions of the old one. Okay. Celebrated in June. Why does the capital wait until July? Does anyone actually know? Standards for teaching just aren't what they used to be. Oh, Machias. The War of the Lions. Okay. It seems to be... It's weird how much of a defining factor the War of the Lions is for Erebonia. Like, not to say that it's not a big deal, but it seems a little ridiculous that everything seems to revolve around it. July is the month that Emperor Dreikel's brought an end to the Civil War. Okay. Summer Festival was held a month late, alongside the celebration of the war's end. So the Summer Festival was in June, but because the war was going on, it didn't happen. So when the war ended, they had it that month, and then they've kept that tradition ever since. Okay. It seemed like he was just going to babble on forever, so I managed to worm my way out of the conversation. Yeah, we've had some experience with that with Thomas. I can't say I blame you. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know how to shut up. Aw, that's not very nice. Make sure you don't let the heat sap your strength. Yeah, she and Sharon don't seem to get along all that well. Or maybe they do get along well. It's hard to really say, but there's tension, at least. Interesting. Maneuver my drink over here. Give me a sec. Here we go. Oh, Fee's left out of the ladies' conversation. Oh. She's on the move. Okay. Yeah, Emma's gonna look after her. Good to know. Do you think you could maybe make a little more effort to get along with her? I guess we're just being direct about the fact that there's clearly something going on between the two of them. You are her senior, after all. I guess, yeah, she's the youngest classmate. They seemed to be arguing after their race in the swimming. Was that really an argument? I guess, like, it was clearly some sort of disagreement, but I'm not sure argument is the right word. Middling as well. They were like that the entire trip. Oh, that's a shame. Is there nothing you can do to smooth things out between them, Reen? Why is it automatically our responsibility? I'd love to do something if I could, but why me? Exactly, like, you're just so good at that kind of thing, a real natural. Your well-intentioned Mark who got duped into running errands for this. Aw, it's not like I do anything that major for them. Actually, we do a lot for them, to be fair. What's up, Elliot? I think you're the best one for the job, too. It was thanks to you that Yuzus and Machias became buddies. Are they, though? Who the hell became buddies? Sniffing roses in the garden of delusions if you think I'm friend of his. Oh, no. Totally on the same wavelength. They even look similar these days with the little, like, hip pouch and stuff. Hate to dish and dash, but I've got a club meeting to get to. Oh, everybody off to their clubs. Shouldn't Gaius also be getting there? We obtained the Class 7 uniform. Yeah, so you can actually order or download DLC costumes as well, but as you can see here, we can actually change in and out of our summer uniform. There's a couple items in the game that you can wear as well, which we'll buy some of those eventually, but for the time being, it's just, we'll leave it canonically the summer uniforms as they're supposed to be. Alrighty, well, let's get chatting. We got people to talk to. It's been a while since we've been in Trista. We spent a lot of time in Nord, so let's see what's changed. Plus, it's been a couple weeks since we got back. Oh, Colette's hungry? Oh. Why did you spend all your money, Colette? Your lance will be here tomorrow. You probably won't wither away and die. Probably. So Colette just can't eat right now. Okay. Oh, it's Rosine. Ornella requested that I help the Wind Orchestra with planning and setting up for their performance. The performance at the church sounds splendid. Okay. So she's helping out with the show. And they have their annual concert coming up next month. Yeah, I remember that. We needed to go and see Elliot's performance. Oh, okay, and they play at the church, which is why Rosine is helping. Okay. Well, two capable individuals. I'm sure they can handle it. Mint getting Bridget's help. And Bridget's still brooding over Alan. Okay. Interesting. But please not call me Bridgie. Aw. I think it's pretty cute. Wind Orchestra Summer Performance is a long-held tradition. How wonderful to see everyone coming together to plan the concert out. Alright, well. Keep an eye out on those guys. I'd love to see their performance once it happens. What's going on in the cooking club? Oh, okay. The tail of a black lizard from the east. Supposedly they were used for love potions in ancient times. It screamed margarita to me. Think you could use it for something? Okay. If you were, you'd definitely be a contender for my future husband. Oh, well, I mean, if you guys get along so well, why not? Why wouldn't he be her type? Hey, Lind. Question mark? So this is what she's drawing. But it could be a bit of that. Could use a bit of that V. I mean Lind touch. So, if Vivi's here, where's Lind? Is Lind talking to Gaius? A little private modeling. Doing the design for a live model would definitely be good practice. Gaius, I'm not sure you quite understand what she's getting at. You seem a lot bolder than usual today. All just a part of your imagination? What? Interesting. She doesn't usually say things. It's almost like she's a totally different person. Does Gaius not know that they're twins? Summer uniforms. Oh, I guess it's time to start wearing those. The last time I wore mine, I was in the middle of an art project, so it ended up completely filthy. So they tried to write an excuse as to why this character doesn't get a summer uniform. That's... I mean, it's cheaper, I guess, as solutions go to that kind of problem. At the end of the day, the game does show its budget occasionally, so, you know, they didn't have probably the time or the money to keep remodeling everybody. Speaking of, what a marvelous season. What's up, Vincent? Played by the sun itself, perhaps. One by these lovely young maidens seek refreshment in the pool over there. Your ability to draw connections between truly unrelated concepts is awe-inspiring. Thank you. Sarifa, why are you so good at this? Such flattery is unnecessary? That's not what that was. What's up, Vincent? My entire body awaits the next swimming lesson. Taken away with Summer since he was a child. I assume no explanation is needed as to why. These two are having a good time. That's the important part here. Hey, it's Fee. What's up, Fee? What are you doing? Huh. This is your commander speaking. Do you read me? Didn't notice you. But she responded to that? I've never seen you not notice someone talking to you. Interesting. Sorry. She definitely has something on. Well, she wants to be left alone, so it's the best we can do for the time being. Oh, Sharon. Hey. What brings you here, exactly? Okay. Doing some of the board of directors stuff, because Elisa's mother is on the board. That's nice of you. And they're so tangential, like, yeah, it is a little bit of a stretch for a maid to have to do that, but she seems like a maid secretary of some description. Checking off her own superhuman accomplishments. Well, I respect her for it. They're all filed in a very detailed and well-organized fashion. Oh, that's awesome. Making Bianca's life a little easier, too. Let's go check on the janitor. What's up, Guyler? You seen that black cat that's been strutting around the academy lately? I tried giving it milk and food, but it always runs off. Guess it's a picky kitty. We have seen that cat. Have to keep an eye out for her again. She took milk from us, I believe, at least once. Okay. Yeah, gotta be careful, especially with all the physical activity related to school activities around here. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Just gotta be careful. Don't want to be running the risk of getting sick. Oh, somebody's resting in the beds here. Would you not speak to me? I'm already feeling unwell and your presence is not improving things. Oh, that's... Sorry. I guess we should have thought about that we might bother her, but okay. Instructor Neidhart. Interesting. That's a odd pair. Wonder what they were chatting about. What's up, Elliot? Yeah, what's up? What were you guys doing? You know, stuff. Cool. Always excellent. Interesting. Elliot's hiding something. Alright, let's drop by the teacher's office, lounge area. Maybe or the Mirror Pizza. There you go. Alright, let's talk to Thomas here. Celebrate at the end of June. While the end of it was raging on, it wasn't exactly practical to throw any big celebratory events. Brought the war to its end in July of 952. The long-cancelled summer festival was held a month late alongside the end of war festivities. Okay. Today is also a celebration of the end of the war. Okay. So it's like a cross between like a classical summer festival thing that they used to have and like an likened to like an Independence Day sort of event. Okay. Does seem like there's anything wrong. Okay. Just trying to learn as much as we can about what's going on around here. Getting the Academy on business tomorrow afternoon. Okay. As you know, that means I'm in charge. Okay, Heinrich. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Seems always about this time of year that I wish I could go back to Isengard. Throws me off every time I read it. I'm like, wait. No, Lord of the Rings, why? Okay. Okay, so Isengard's colder. From Nortia. You're from Emir, aren't you? Okay, so they're both from... So Nortia is... Obviously, it sounds like the North region, right? The Nor aspect of that. So Emir and Isengard are both up there. Okay. And summer... It would make sense. Summer would be a little cooler. Sounds like Trista is perhaps... a little bit of a... more temperate location. Okay, so he attends a bunch of meetings all over the country during the summer? He's rather coercive at times, but he's still very accomplished despite that. So he's like, he accomplishes things despite being kind of annoying. Okay, cool. What's up, Rex? What's up? What are you taking pictures of? Okay. Interesting. Wait, this has got to be Lind then. Wait, what? Why would you agree to that in the first place, Lind? What? I don't understand. Is it like a practical joke or something? Oh. Seems a little depressed, rather worrying. Oh, Adel. Well, thanks for that. Where is Fee's plants? We actually... Little by little. Yeah, there's some greenery there. We were there when she planted them, so we'll have to check on them again, but, you know. Alright, let's get some fishing done. High intensity fishing gameplay. This music's really relaxing, actually. Just doing a little bit of fishing, wandering around the town. The school grounds at this point. Got another one?
That's a catch.
Gold salmon. There we go. We'll also get a bunch of sept from doing this, so...
What even is this?
We get clear gelatin from the eels. Now, do we kill the eel, or is that like the mucus that's on its body that we're like collecting?
Now that's a catch.
Gold salmon again. Alright. Got some fishing done.
Now that's a catch.
Onwards. Alright, let's start making our rotation around. We're going to go counterclockwise, so let's stop by the gym. Who's here? Fencing club. Ooh, Patrick's beating down on Alan again. Let's do a lot better than that. Still not quite getting there. Sorry to beat the shit out of Patrick if he planned to mess with Alan again, but instead I got the sad excuse for a match. What the hell's going on? Okay, so Friedel is saying Alan is in fact improving, but he's not going to see that because he still isn't good enough to beat Patrick. And he's rushing, yeah, because he wants to get to the point where he can beat him, but it's going to take a lot longer than, you know, a month of training to make that happen. And slowing his progress. Okay. I like Friedel's pretty thought out perspective on that. Hey, Casper. Oh, that's nice of you guys. Please hold your applause. It's all in a day's work. Ah, yeah. Good job, Casper. Putting in the effort, cleaning the place. Okay. They were having troubles before because Laura was struggling in the, like, mentor role for Monica. Okay, Laura's frustrated? Yeah, it does seem a little odd. Laura isn't normally the type to raise her voice. Okay, she wants to take responsibility for it. Oh. Yeah, is everything... What's going on? Yeah, the tension with Fee seems to be bleeding over to other aspects of her day-to-day. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure that that's necessarily the issue, but she is correct. She should be a little more patient. That's not really ideal. I mean, at the end of the day, Monica's trying her best to improve. It's just... It's not really her fault that Laura has some personal issues right now. This is going to cause problems, but for now, best we can do is just acknowledge that it's happening and see how it all plays out. Although it sounds like why I gotta be careful about Elliot. Oh. People talking? Is that the rule? I gotta be careful. You're not wrong. He does have two first names. Who did we hear talking? Well, luckily for us, we can sense life force for some reason, so I know there are people hiding behind here. It's Emma. We'll check on her in a second. Let's go chat with everybody else around here. Oh, and Ferris is getting mad at Elisa again. I feel bad every time, because I'm like, Ferris tries so hard. She just can't be better than Elisa, unfortunately. It's inconceivable. Is that a Princess Bride reference, maybe? Clearly my stick is somehow at fault. It's got to be anything but just not being good enough. More eternal rivalries. I love it. Seems that my history with Emily is repeating itself through these two. Oh, did these two have a similar interaction? Overcome their differences and become true friends. Maybe one day. Okay. I mean, that is probably the best perspective to have, but I think it's going to take some time. How's the riding club doing? Aw, that's not a very nice thing to say about your horse. Okay. Yeah, Paula and... What's wrong with having a lot of violins, man? Okay, so Paula and Yuzis didn't really get along all that well, but it's nice she is able to acknowledge him a little bit. What's wrong with playing the music? Ooh. He didn't show the potential while we were in Nord. What is she talking about? Two voices. Huh? She's talking to the cat. It's kind of ambiguous how long we've been here. I'll keep it in mind that Elliot is indeed suspicious due to his love of violins and two first names. It definitely seems like the kind of guy to be hiding something. Maybe both names are made up. Maybe it's all a ruse. I was just passing by when I heard voices. I wonder where they were coming from. Wait. Yeah, where was the second voice coming from if she was standing here talking to a cat? Where did they go? Oh. That seems a bit suspicious. We do know the Arcuses work like cell phones, but only in very specific situations. Emma's not very good at lying. The cat did attack us earlier. Wait, it's not your cat, is it? Not quite like that. What does that mean exactly? She's like my supervisor. What? I agree. So the Arcus units, we have seen scenarios where they can communicate with one another, like radio almost, right? Like a two-way radio. But but I'm a little dubious that she could get by trying to say that she's using it to talk to a friend, but Reen flew right over his head, I guess. The two of us have a real connection. So the cat is her supervisor. Okay. I would assume that's Trails in the Sky. I haven't actually played Trails in the Sky, so I'll believe you. Okay. That's a little more believable than the rest of the lies she's thrown out so far. Yeah, I definitely intend to. So I've actually beaten Cold Steel 1. I bought 2 and wanted to play through it on stream, but then figured I should play through the first game again since it was years and years ago when I played the first one. So I'm kind of just re-enjoying this because I don't actually remember all that well the little stuff. Like in broad strokes, I remember what happened, but you know, events like this are kind of amusing, and I'm enjoying going back through it. Pretty well behaved. Yeah, she did attack us last time, so she's surprisingly friendly at the moment. Oh. I'm actually legitimately surprised that they had the budget to animate her, or not animate, but like have a pose of her holding the cat. Would it? I would imagine there's plenty of animals on the school grounds. I was gonna say, I don't think anyone would care, but okay. Yeah, that was my goal. I intend to play through the whole thing at some point. I want to get, you know, in the years and years in the future when maybe the 4th game finally comes out over here. But we'll see. I'm excited to play through it all. Ugh. Oh, what's the cat's name? Is Reen like trying to catch her in a lie, or does he legitimately want to know what the cat's name is? Yeah, my understanding is the Crossbell arc doesn't have an official translation. I think you can, so you can legally buy the Japanese version, I think on Steam, or at the very least somewhere online. And then it would just be a fan translation, I think, exists. I might try and set it up if I could at some point. But I think the Crossbell one happens at the same time as Cold Steel, doesn't it? Her name is Celine. We actually already know that because I don't know if it's a technical hiccup or not, but they've definitely had the cat's name displayed as Celine before, as opposed to Black Cat. Very regal looking cat. I think the purple helps. It's a very royal looking color. Makes her have a certain nobility to her. You never know with cats. Some people put bows and stuff on male cats too. I'll keep that in mind. Personally, I wouldn't, because I intend to stream because I want to play through all of it as much as I can, right? Which is obviously a pretty long-term goal since there's so many games to play, but I'd probably want to at least have some way to prove that I legally purchased it before I put it on stream. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, and this is the game telling us to make sure to have milk for the cat whenever we encounter her. Ooh, and we get some Link experience. Cool. Yeah, not a bad idea. Alright. Oh, okay. It's Becky's accent again. So Hugo's going to the festival? Okay. And he wants to learn something while he's there? About, like, sales, I guess? And he's offering to take her with him. Yeah, Hugo's always been trying to get real close with Becky here, but she keeps shooting him down. 1 billion mirror. Yes, a billion with a B. Okay. Hasn't revealed her secret identity to anyone. I guess we've met Misty, though. Like, we've seen her before. So, Monk doesn't know who she is? Don't the stickers that he has, or, like, the tags, like, have a picture of her on it? You'd think that you'd be able to, like, notice her around town. The staff told me it was her idea to remain anonymous. Okay. I'm pretty confident it's a stage name, but... maybe we'll find out one day what she's like in person. We did. Why would the librarian know about that? Okay. She gets sleepy after being in the pool? Interesting. I have played the game already, but I played the game on the Vita when it came out, like, 6 years ago. So, you know, my knowledge of the little stuff is pretty limited. I mean, I know who she... so, I should point out, I do know who she is, right? So, my knowledge extends to the end of the first game. So, like, I know who she is in the sense of I know what happens for her and who it turns out to really be. But, like, I don't know, like, her motivations all that well or anything. Like, whatever they didn't explain in the first game, I have no concept of. I'm also trying my best to think about the game whenever it talks to me about using just what it's already said instead of my foreknowledge, because I'm kind of interested. My biggest interest right now is the way that Trails tells its story, because it does a lot of world building, right? Where they, like, really emphasize all the side characters. So I'm trying to, like, talk to everybody and see how much work they put into that. Yeah, so, like, there's a lot that's left to figure out later, I guess. So, for now, I'm just trying to sort of relive the game as it plays out. Books. Do we got new recommended reading? I think Erebonian Folklore 2 is new. Add it to the book notes. Yeah, definitely. Like, it just sort of happens. Because, like, speaking to somebody who has played the game, obviously, you have things kind of blow up towards the end. A lot of stuff happens really fast, and then the game just ends. Right? So, I don't really know past that. Well, I'll be looking forward to it for the rest of the games then, too. We fought a lot before we became friends, too. Huh. Interesting. People talking about the how Class 7 beat the upper, or the Class 1 and 2 in grades. Makes the girls look cuter, too. Alright, man. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, like, I really enjoy a lot of the world building stuff, because I think that the whole Trails, like, the way they handle it, and the fact that they name so many characters and really keep a lot of the little outside events, I think that's super interesting to me. So that's kind of why I'm like I'm the kind of person to talk to all the NPCs to try and follow along with all the little stories that play out beside the main plot. It is kind of interesting with the summer uniforms. It makes Class 7 not stand out anymore because they don't have the big red coats. Interesting. Yeah, so when it gets hot, you should be eating more rather than less. So you don't want to cut down on your food intake at the same time. That's a interesting thing to talk about. Yeah, so like it just sort of it integrates them in the classes a little better, that they're not like obviously from Class 7. Obviously everyone in the school knows because there's only like 100 students or something, but it's kind of pronounced that they're wearing red up until now when they change their uniforms. Fall ill during the heat of the summer, so we're doing our part to try and keep the numbers down. Interesting. Get hankering for ice cream, you know? I can relate. I understand that. The students ordered a bunch of super expensive ice cream. Alright, cool. Oh goodness, what's Dorothy up to? Nothing can top the feeling that comes from capturing the pure love two boys can share in text. Ah, the boy love reading club. I love it. I'm gonna corrupt Emma. Yeah, exactly. Told you my brother graduated from here, right? He's actually the one who started the fishing club. Okay. Just a... Does he even go to class, or does he just fish all the time? I don't really understand. I'm from Ontario, actually. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Oh, they're one more than they lost. Interesting. And yeah, they've been afraid of getting shut down, which I don't really know how any of the clubs here operate, because they have at most like 4 kids each, despite, you know, having a student body of 100. We did see his dad in that cutaway, but I guess Reen obviously wouldn't know that. Well, there's only like... If you know, you know. Well, I mean, I would argue there's 3 provinces Canadians live in. One of them they don't necessarily always like to be quote-unquote Canadian, but, you know. They are there. They have a population. Yeah, from reading the Imperial Chronicle is that he's a top-rated government official. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Willing to listen to people and interacting with them. I think that's part of why he's public. Okay. Learning a little bit about Maki's father. Fair, fair. Alright, well. Let's learn a little bit about Machias' dad. What is my fortune, Beryl? What do you got for me? What does the crystal ball tell you? Okay. I guess there are ghosts that appear in the summer? Is that what we're getting at here? It seems the rumors about Rex were true. Oh, is he... Fidelio is finding out about Rex going around taking pictures of all the girls at school? Interesting. Toa! Best girl. Confirmed. I think I remember that too. I'd be interested when we get there to see whether we do encounter such a ghost. Obviously, we fought like demons and stuff in the old schoolhouse, so it wouldn't surprise me if the school has ghosts. Why doesn't Toa get a summer uniform? Makes me sad. I guess? Yeah, why are you wearing your winter uniform? You don't have to switch after all. Okay. If you say so, Toa. I have absolutely no idea, to be totally honest with you, as far as the final quote-unquote boss. We'll learn. We'll learn eventually, I hope. Isn't that like how we handle pretty much every like major boss fight? Alright, class, then we're gonna beat up this thing. I'm pretty sure, isn't there like a giant, in the interest of avoiding spoilers, there's a giant skeleton monster of some description at some point that they end up fighting, and nobody really thinks about it all that much as to how it even moves. No, not yet. They do actually question when you fight that weird golem. Yes, this is the beginning of Chapter 4. They do bring up questions when you fight that weird golem in Nord, where they're just like, how does this thing even move? But nobody really, like, digs into it at all. Oh, okay. Nothing could make me happier as a friend, at least. Would there be something that could make you happier if you were qualified as something else? Is that what you're getting at? Crow! What's up, my dude? Oh, of course, gambling. Aren't students prohibited from betting on horse races? Are they? Aw. Interesting. Helped lay the foundation for development of orbital technology. Nobody knew what happened to him after he resigned as chairman, so it's nice to hear he's doing well. Okay, so George probably looks up to Gwyn, I would imagine. Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. Sort of officially the second half of the game. Alright, well, something to keep in mind. Maybe George will get to meet Gwyn one day. Just drop by the schoolhouse and see if there's anyone over here. Oh. Sarah's here. Sarah! Thought you'd be drinking by now. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. The game gets stretched out really hard in the second half. Checking in on the old schoolhouse regularly myself. Haven't seen any significant changes so far this month, though. It is incredibly suspicious how the schoolhouse seems to only move and change when the plot needs it to. Like, they specify it's like once a month, but it's not specifically on a like particular day or anything each month. It just sort of happens randomly. Alright, well, good to know. No new developments. Well, I think the argument to be made is that, like, the new floor being added is supposed to be it changing, but you're right, it's certainly possible the floors were there the whole time. Alright, did we talk to everybody then? I think we met pretty much everyone around here. What else did I need to do? Do I even have any money? Not really. Okay, well. Suppose we are done for the evening. Should I go back to the dorm? Yeah. Let's get out of here. Oh. What is it, rain?
I guess there are cicadas around Trista, too.
He's actually responding to the cicada. Okay.
I hear them. I always feel like that's when summer's really arrived.
That's a very Japanese thing.
Retiring for the day, Schwarzer?
Oh. Neidhart.
Instructor Neidhart. Yes. Are you heading out too?
Indeed. I have some business to take care of with my division, so I'll be returning there tomorrow.
He just travels all the time, doesn't he?
With that on the agenda, I thought it wise to finish the day's work early.
Your division? Oh, yeah. You were sent here by the Imperial Army, right?
It's kind of amusing because these scenes need to be written assuming that you didn't talk to any NPCs at all. In case you, like, know absolutely nothing. Like, you're just sleepwalking through the plot. But, like, anyone who's playing the game at all knows all of this already.
Correct. Though because of that, it's difficult to keep a regular schedule here. Anyway, while I'm here, I want to acknowledge the work you did during your field study last month.
Oh, yeah, I could see why, like, military officials would be, like, happy that we thwarted armed conflict.
You mean that incident in Nord?
What else could he be talking about?
The same. Reading the Army's report, it seemed that armed conflict with the Republican Army was a real possibility. While the Intelligence Division no doubt had a hand in resolving the conflict, you and the other members of your group played an integral part in averting a war. You deserve credit for that.
But? There's a but coming, isn't there?
Thanks. You haven't been able to find out anything more about that man with the glasses, have you?
The one who hired the mercenaries and introduced himself as Gideon?
Why does he go by G and then immediately give away what I can only assume to be his real first name?
Regrettably not. The Intelligence Division is looking into his identity, but they don't appear to have found anything yet.
Okay.
Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had discovered something already, but chose not to share it with us.
That seems like something the Intelligence Division would do.
I see.
Schwarzer, I'll be the first to admit you performed admirably out there.
Oh, here's the but.
But I assume you're aware that luck played a large part in your success?
Was it? Does he mean RNG, maybe?
Well, I
did struggle in that boss fight, to be fair.
Reading your report, the number of arbitrary decisions stood out to me.
How so?
For an army to function, its members need to work together as a group, united under the will of its commander. As an organization, it can't perform at its best if its members disregard authority and act on instinct.
Did we do that?
You've already been over this in class, I believe?
Yes, Instructor. I realize now that our actions in Nord were rash, but they made things harder for the Lieutenant General.
Did they? This seems super strange, because, like, I would think, did that operation pretty cleanly, all things considered. Like, the whole team came together, we communicated well, we only worked within the time frame that the Lieutenant General gave us. Like, this seems super strange that he would push back. Like, I could see him making the argument that we're students and we shouldn't have put ourselves in that, like, situation or that danger, but to say that we, like, handled the situation poorly seems like that's super strange to me.
If it wasn't for our inexperience, we might have been able to capture the man with the glasses too.
If you understand that, I have nothing further to say on the matter. It's not my intent to belittle your efforts.
I mean, we almost got eaten by that spider. That was a bad boss fight. I'm playing on hard mode too, so I'm
Your report indicates that you were forced to make a number of split-second decisions.
Okay.
I'm not suggesting that there's no place for flexibility and independent thought in an organization like the Army, but it's vital for you to understand the reasoning behind and importance of that structure, and to respect it.
I appreciate that he's turning this into a teachable moment. It just seems out of place, that's all.
Yes, Instructor.
Teaching cadets to respect and work within that system should be the job of their class's instructor.
Oh, he's about to throw shade at Sarah, isn't he?
Though considering her background, I was foolish to expect that of her.
That's not very nice. Come on now.
Her? You're talking about Instructor Sarah?
She's sober right now. That's an accomplishment.
Indeed. Granted, she's quite skilled, but she lacks the disposition and diligence of a soldier. I understand she didn't come from an Army background, but with her position, one would hope she would pick up on the basics.
I feel like she's, like, actively trying not to pick up on the basics.
Oh, so do you know what Instructor Sarah did before she became an instructor here?
Ooh.
Oh? Is she keeping mum about that? I just assumed you were already aware. Before she came to Thor's, Sarah was...
I mean, we're pretty confident, or rather, it's not that subtle what she did before, but it's amusing that the game is trying to keep that information from us.
It's not very becoming of a gentleman to go around broadcasting a lady's secrets, you know.
Oh no, she's here. Aw. Why not just tell us? What could it hurt?
Instructor Sarah.
Instructor Valentine.
I totally understand where you're coming from. You meet a beautiful, captivating lady and you want to know more.
I mean, that's reason enough, I guess, but I was more so just idle curiosity. Jedi? It's not impossible. Although...
But don't let hard-headed officer types like our friend here rub off on you too much. Got it?
I was gonna say, more like a Mandalorian. Okay, I mean, the Mandalorian might be a little closer since of the amount of, alcohol consumption and all that, but...
You always play by the rules, and you'll find yourself in a jam someday when you encounter people who don't.
Okay. It seems more like Sarah and Neidhart are arguing rather than teaching us anything, but...
Instructor?
You're one to talk. I hardly think a capricious instructor who leaves everything to chance is capable of guiding our cadets to greatness.
I would contend, I think, that Sarah does not actually leave that much to chance. She seems incredibly over-prepared most of the time when she sends us to do stuff.
Well, of course, I couldn't do a better job than the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or was that the Provincial Army? I mean, you've got the whole tradition and status are everything mindset down pat.
The shade.
Looks like these two aren't getting along any better.
Get out, Rain. Run. Run now.
First Sharon, now Instructor Neidhart. Instructor Sarah almost seems like she's spoiling for a fight.
That feel when you can't tell if they just really don't like each other or it's all UST.
Who do we have here? Well, if it isn't Instructor Sarah and Instructor Neidhart.
It's Taliesin Jaffe. I mean, Thomas. This voice actor is having way too much fun with this character.
Instructor Thomas?
Oh, and young Reen is with you too. Simply marvelous. It looks like you're having a downright jolly time. Would you mind if I joined you?
I don't mind at all, Thomas. You've brightened up my day already.
I'm not sure that would be...
Actually, I was just leaving. Come along, Reen. We need to hurry back to the dorms now.
Oh, I guess we're on the retreat.
We do?
Oh, but while we're all together like this, what say we have a few drinks together and enjoy some quality faculty bonding time?
Does anyone ever actually end up drinking with Thomas? Because he seems so, like, vehemently trying to get someone to go to the bar with him, and no one will do it.
I heard the two of you really know how to hold your liquor.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid I really must.
I've actually just been hit with the overwhelming urge to drink alone in my room tonight.
Now, there's no need to be shy. We're all friends here. Oh, I know. Why don't you come along with us, Reen?
But as far as I'm aware, Reen can't drink.
We can't float a beer your way quite yet, but I'd be happy to treat you to something else.
No, it's quite all right.
I think we'd have a great time, Reen. Come on.
Teachers are always so busy, I'd hate to get in the way of your quality bonding time.
Even Reen's like, retreat, man. Retreat.
So, if you'll excuse me, I'll be sure to let Sharon know that you're having dinner out tonight, Instructor.
Oh, he's abandoning the sinking ship.
No, Reen, well, wait!
Run!
What kind of heartless monster are you? Get back here, Reen Schwarzer!
Well.
Well, shall we be off?
I couldn't possibly. I need to depart early tomorrow morning, so I really must insist.
Successfully escaped. Chapter 4, A Midsummer's Revels. We'll hang out at the dorm. Why not? What's going on? Run around, bust into everybody's rooms. We gotta check on Elliot. We're not supposed to trust him, if I remember. I've been told that he is suspicious. Look at those violins. Oh. Well, that's a shame, Elliot. And what? I'm suspicious. Elliot's hiding something. What are you up to, Machias? No one locks their door in this dorm. No one. You just bust right in. Interesting. Okay. That's fair. Alright. Machias does seem the type to keep everything in an orderly fashion. Granted, nobody's room is particularly messy, I would imagine, because it'd be harder to model, but... Machias' room is supposed to be explicitly clean. Good to know. Okay. Oh, he went riding on the highway. Yeah, it's got to be a little strange to go back to riding horses around Trista and, like, on the highway and stuff when you were out in, like, the highlands, riding around in giant open fields. He was enjoying riding horses. It's a good man. What are you drawing, Gaius? It's a blank canvas, like always. Yeah, I'd be interested to see one of Gaius's paintings. What am I talking about? Sorry to say, this one's gonna take me a while. All right. Looking forward to it. To the ladies' rooms. Ah, Laura's out here. How are you? between swimming lessons and club practice. Yeah, I could imagine swimming twice a day probably is pretty exhausting. Yeah, it's clear that the real issue here is a little bit different, but all the same, good to know. Right into Elisa's room. No one has a problem with the fact that I'm just walking into these ladies' rooms completely unannounced. Oh, okay. We're almost always in uniform, so there isn't a lot of point buying new clothes, I guess, but at the same time, if she wants to do it, go ahead. So she wants to go clothes shopping, but she can't really justify it to herself. That's a shame. Why are you sitting on these boxes, Fee? Is it so that you can be at the right eye level to talk to us? What's going on? Did we need something? I mean, not really. Oh, yeah, Serene? Not really. We just, you know, checking on everybody. Just sitting on a bunch of firearms and explosives. All right. Be careful. I was gonna say, I think she probably knows what she's doing. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. Come on now. Just is. Okay, so she's feeling insecure about her past, I guess. What's up, Emma? Oh, evening. Ooh, fortune telling. We did see one of the tarot cards, one of her spells, the shield one, brings up like a moon card. Oh, that's cool. Emma's also a Jedi. Well, isn't she more like a mystic at this point? Girls really seem to be into that fortune telling stuff, huh? That's another weird like Japanese-ism. Like, I don't think I ever encountered. She's from Hogwarts. Yeah, like maybe that's the Western equivalent to the whole fortune telling, like occult stuff. All the girls in like Western schools and stuff that are super into Hogwarts and Harry Potter and all that would be the equivalent to Japanese girls who like tarot cards and like occult stuff. Interesting. Yeah. Why not? Read our fortune. I'm sure it won't be ominous or foreshadowing at all. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. You're approaching a major turning point in your life, okay? I mean, it's incredibly vague, but, you know, foreshadowing. What? That's it? Aw, that's no fun. Thought she'd draw more cards for us. Well, maybe if we check in again later, or another time rather, she will have more to say. Sarah, you're downstairs and definitely not sober. Oh, she's very drunk. Oh, okay. Do you require assistance getting up the stairs? He hardly even drank anything. Okay. Oh, Thomas just fucking burying the beer. All right, cool. That's awesome. He's just chugging away. It's like the booze didn't even faze him. Yeah, just get some sleep. You'll be fine. You definitely won't be incredibly hungover tomorrow. Have you ever thought of drinking in moderation? Why drink at all then? I've heard of it before long ago. Yes, that is the correct response. Sharon. She did indeed. Oh, okay, Neidhart even walked her back to the dorm. That's nice of him. It does take a gentleman to escort a stone dead drunk back home when he's plenty busy himself. Aw. That'd be cool. I'm sure Sharon drinking would be interesting. Feeling she'd place on the list of monster drinkers. I would actually be incredibly interested. Is 100%. You know, I'll believe that. I will believe Sharon is in fact a Jedi. She's done some pretty crazy stuff to this point. Alright, I guess we chatted with everybody. Let's drop a save and head back to the dorm room. Sleepy times. Yay, it's a free day. Alrighty. What do we got for today? Snapped. Fidelio. Rumor has it that a first year in photography club, who shall remain nameless, Rex, okay, is taking pictures of people without their permission and selling them to other students. Okay. This is another weird, like, animeism, taking pictures of girls and selling them in high school. I don't think, like, I've never encountered that. I don't understand. I can't imagine how prevalent that is, really. If this is true, I need to make him stop for his own good and everyone else's. If you're willing to assist me, please come to the photography club's club room. Fidelio, Year 2, Class 2. Childhood friends' intentions. Oh, it's Bridget. I've known this boy since we were kids. Bam, to not release those. Okay, that's how it works. I've known this boy since we were kids, but I have no idea what's on his mind lately. To be honest, I'm a bit worried. Would someone be able to give me some advice on how to handle this? Okay, we'll have to check on Bridget as well. And the principal. Simply relaxing. That, of course, was a joke. Aw, that's not very nice. Please delve deeper into the old schoolhouse and report back to me. Well, alright, principal. I don't know why you're trolling me in your notes, but whatever. Alrighty. Well, we're definitely going to do everything, so... And I am using a New Game Plus file, so the only thing we carried over was the fact that I have all the bonding points, so we get to hang out with everybody. Exhaust all the dialogue. Is there anybody still in the dorm? There is. Gaius. What to draw? Weren't you already working on something last night? Oh, he's got to do something for the art club. Okay. Something that's important to us, and then present it as a piece to the club. Sure. Let's hang out with the bro and see what we can figure out. Something important to him. Can you draw the wind? Is that an option? Please don't tell me he's painting us. I wanted to practice drawing people anyway, so this works. Oh, God. So when asked to draw, or in this case paint, clearly, something important to him, he picked Reen. It is pretty embarrassing. I mean, we signed up. We're stuck here now. Oh, okay. Hey, it's his little brother. I wonder how Charles doing. Did she end up finishing his scarf for him? Things are still tense? Okay. My hometown, my family, and the whole of Class 7. Is it really a hometown? Not to be rude or anything, but it's not really a town. Fair enough. We're just bonding while Gaius paints him. That's so awkward. Could you move your head back a bit? You seem to have moved out of place while we were talking. Oh. Cool. Alright, well. That's a good time. Is there anybody upstairs? Nobody. Interesting. Alright, well. Away we go. Oh, yeah, the super awkward, like, at-home issues that some of these kids have. I think it's Annie. I think this is the little sister of Emil, and that's the house up the street who are like the parents don't like each other. Do you know how to make them stop fighting? Oh, that's this is a kind of dark conversation, to be totally honest with you. Like, and these are the happy couple. Oh, okay. They're going to the summer festival in order to get time off festival. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll be lonely, but I'll have to bear with it. Okay. Okay, so he has to go out to like do a specific job so he can get time off for the summer festival. All right, cool. Putting in the extra work. Didn't think there'd be anybody upstairs, but we're gonna check anyway. Temic's Pawn Shop. Like the popular bets 1-4. Oh, he's betting on horse races. Lumber Blitz always gives him a hard time. Might not be a good idea. Betting on horse races. Ah, yeah. That's another weird Japanese-ism, because gambling's banned in Japan, so they always have, like, horse races whenever they need to portray gambling. Since pachinko isn't really a thing they can put in this setting. Hey, Mix, don't you need to get violent, man? Come on now. Big shindig coming up called the Summer Races. The way I see it, I've lost so many years now. I'm about due for some big wins. I mean, obviously they're meant to... Like, if you look at Erebonia, it's clearly not meant to be portrayed as Japan so explicitly. I just mean that a lot of the Japanese-isms bleed in because it's a Japanese developer. Okay. Something's fishy. Oh yeah, doesn't he have a crush on Rosine? World War II. Maybe, I guess. Because it's like a weird conflict between like a class system. Thank you for the follow. Zdarlight? I don't know quite how to pronounce your name, my dude. Zdarlight too? Saint Astrea? Astrea. We're going with that. Somebody says it in a cutscene, I'm sure, but I don't know off the top of my head how to pronounce it. Hi. And Heimdall also has a lacrosse club. Okay. It's so weird that the national sport is lacrosse. It seems like such a weird pull. You could make the argument maybe it's like Canada, right? I'm pretty sure our summer sport is lacrosse. Okay. I wonder if his letter arrived. Yeah, we did see his little sister reading the letter. She seemed rather unhappy with it. Okay. I wonder if the two of them went shopping or something, if they'd get along better. One day. One day they'll make up. Yukatas, sandals, fans. You can't be. Yeah, see, there's more Japanese stuff. Why in the world would you need any of that? She's thinking of like a Japanese festival. I'll take this over to the church. Oh yeah, because they're setting up for the performance for the summer festival at the church. Okay. Tyzel likes music. Okay, it's good to know. Ooh, so Elisa's shopping with Sharon then. What kind of clothes would he like? Are you getting something for Gwyn? Let me pick out some clothes for him to wear in the fall. Oh, she's shopping for her grandfather. Okay. She isn't even like looking for clothes for her. That's kind of wholesome. Okay. Probably pretty practical. Yeah, it should get pretty cold. Though, didn't he say he travels a lot? Spend some time with Elisa, why not? I'm a guy, I wear clothes, so it's an interesting qualifier, but yeah, there you go. A more masculine perspective. Okay. A gift that reflects his age. He might not have the opportunity to wear this over in Nord. Okay. Yeah, something to go along. Since he goes like fishing and stuff all the time, right? We saw him in like a vest and like shorts, fishing gear sort of situation. It's our time to shine. Ooh, boots. That's not a bad idea. Or a hat. Okay. He'd look good in a hat and pretty practical. Alright, get him like a fishing hat. Oh, Sharon's enjoying just being an audience to this. Ooh. Oh. Sharon disappeared. She realized she was the third wheel and just faded away. So she disappeared while our attention was on those hats. Trying to give us some alone time. There you go. Reen's figuring it out. At least he's aware, right? That's kind of nice that he's not just oblivious. Neither of them want to acknowledge anything going on, but, you know. They're at least aware that people are trying to set them up. So we get Powerful Strike and Cheer. I think Cheer is like a CP recovery or something. Why is Reen the only one breathing there? I wasn't even paying that much attention, dude. I think everybody's breathing. At least they have, like, idle poses anyway. People buying a bunch of new clothes to go along with the festival. Does she breathe? Yeah, she's breathing. Maybe not in the cutscene, I don't know. Margarita, what are you up to? Extra special cookies, okay. So they're love potion cookies? Abandon ship! Abandon ship! Oh, Reen. Reen has more character than I think he gets credit for. He's doing a good time. Heimdall Summer Festival is a massive event. I would imagine, I guess, if you're a radio station, you got a lot going on, a lot of announcements to make, coordinate. Especially with, like, events and things. You want to broadcast a lot of that, so you probably bring in a bunch of ad revenue. Spreading info through tonight's Abend time. We get to have an Abend time. The old schoolhouse is a place where all sorts of weird stuff happens. Okay, Monk. How do people know? Because the only people that go in there are class 7. So is there somebody in the class that says that to people? Or is it just like somehow disseminated to the class, to the rest of the student body through osmosis? So he's writing a story about it? Be sure to tell me if things start happening in the old schoolhouse again. Is Reen telling Monk about it? Is that what's happening in that conversation right there? Coming out of the train station on a regular basis. So, yeah, Misty doesn't live in town, so she commutes here to work. From Heimdall? That's probably likely. So, even the people who work here don't know that much about her. Interesting. Oh. Almost missed this guy. Euler, what's up? There's no end to things to see at Heimdall's Summer Festival. The first day of the festival is a free day at the Academy, too. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Little anecdotes about gardening and the like. Melinda. There's a photo book in the North Highlands. I heard things are awfully tense up there last month. These photos don't give that impression at all. I mean, okay. We were just there, so. Surprised Reen doesn't, like, say anything about it, but obviously NPC convos are kind of one-sided. Something must have inspired him to hit the books because he doesn't skip a day now. I knew he was a smart boy. He just needed to apply himself. He has a crush on Rosine. That's why he's committed to Sunday school, because he thinks the nun is hot. Which, I mean, as far as motivations go, you gotta find one. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Buy all the books. Okay. So we talked to everybody there, keys. We have to go into the cafe. I skipped it. To the cafe. What's up, Fred? I forgot he's the gambling type. Although, last time he won, didn't his wife make him, like, spend all the money buying people food? Anyway, why would he keep trying? Even the Imperial family, okay. Prince Cedric's gonna be there this year. So people are getting all hyped up. Okay, so the prince is gonna be there. We did see him. And the princess is more popular. I mean, that's not that uncommon. So people do like the Imperial royal family. That's good to know. That they have, like, a positive relationship with the public. Heimdall's Summer Festival is a prime opportunity to see the Imperial family in the flesh. Do you not get that many opportunities to do that? Hey, Dolly. Aw. She can't take time off work, so she can't go to the festival. That's a shame. Oh yeah, these two swapped clubs yesterday, didn't they? I've been switching places with Lind since forever. Pretty fun to be able to live in someone else's life for a little while. That's something unique to twins, I guess, that other people don't get to enjoy. Ooh, so Adel figured it out? I mean, Gaius couldn't figure out that it wasn't Lind's when Vivi started hitting on him, so... At least one of them appears to be able to sell it when they swap places. Or maybe Gaius is just more oblivious than Adel. Probably more accurate. What are you up to? Getting cut out of the screen by Dolly. What should I write? What are you trying to write? He's not writing in his notebook, though. Why not? No, we're just gonna yell at him? Okay. Couldn't, like, tap him on the shoulder. Just maybe sit down at the table. Any other solution? Is it a postcard? Is he writing a letter to his father, maybe? That seems like... Because when we talked to him at the chess club yesterday, that was something he mentioned, was that he hasn't communicated with his dad in a while. Oh, he's writing a submission for a radio show. That's super out of left field. What? Okay. What's going on here? Entry for the campaign this summer running that lines up with the summer festival. But as you saw, I got a bit carried away trying to make it something actually worth actually sending in. Okay. A radio buff. Don't just read someone's writing without permission. Relax. Hi, Misty. Big fan of the show. Oh, he's a fan of Ah Ben Time. Of course we're familiar. Misty's sweet voice. Yeah, see? Even Reen gets it. I practically fell in love from the first syllable. Aw. I had a fellow fan so close. I wonder how popular it really is. What's with the sudden silence? What? What? Oh, okay. I think I'm missing something here. Here's hoping Missy reads your submission on air, though. Yeah, I mean, good luck, Machias. We're not making fun of you. I legitimately hope that she reads it, dude. We're rooting for you. Good luck. Oh, somebody up here. It's the cat. Celine. What's up, pretty kitty? For such a nice sheen. I wonder if she'll let me pet her. I guess not. Give her some milk. She seems so happy. Maybe I'll bring her some more another time. Yep. Keep an eye out for the cat. We will win her over through gifts. Many, many gifts. Figure out what's going on over there in a second. It's fishing time. High impact, high intensity fishing gameplay. What do we get? A gluttonous bass. Ooh, that's actually new. I was at 16 before, so we're at 17 now. You get a necklace from catching a bass? What? Why? Did it eat one?
What even is this?
Give me all the fish. I need more. Deplete the supply.
Wow, this is a big one.
We're almost done. I gotta get 5 shots in here at fishing, I guess. We haven't quite filled out the book with all the fish just yet.
Wow, this is a big one.
One more. Every time I play this fishing minigame, I'm reminded,
Wow, this is a big one.
just as a weird offhand reference, The new Fire Emblem game takes a surprising amount of pull from this game in particular, as far as I can tell. Just with the way that it structures its, like, school campus, move around, fishing, minigame, all that stuff. Alright, hi, Melissa. Oh. The tension has boiled over? Oh, she's no longer doing housework because she's fed up with her husband? I'm still somewhat confused as to why she's wearing a hat indoors, but it is what it is. Hey, Emil. Hopefully you're alright. Okay. It's weird that he's so disconnected from the fact that his parents are arguing and fighting, and he's just like, can they just at least be quiet? It's probably not healthy. Hey. Are you now? Okay, Kay. I'll believe it. Okay, I'm glad. Wait, what? Just changing his tune, that way he can, you know, get on Rosine's good side. Good luck, kid. Toa came along to offer her prayers this morning. Oh, okay. Oh, she's tired. I would imagine the summer festival would be pretty strenuous for her, being the student council or student body president and everything. The Imperial and Provincial armies have been in an opposition for the past 10 years. That seems so weird to me. Such a... maintaining like an internal tension for that long. Yeah, I mean, there's clearly some sort of political disagreement. We never really get a lot of the details of like the legislature aspects of this, where like what their actual issues are between one another. We just know they don't agree with either side. Like, other than obviously the whole nobility versus like the class system tension, we never really hear about like the actual like political problems as far as legislature or anything like that. It doesn't really come up, so it's kind of interesting. Because, like, I'd be interested to know what the real conflict looks like in the day-to-day. Yeah, that's also kind of true from Father Paulo here. They should be protecting us, not fighting amongst one another. Very petty. To the lower class dorm. Oh, Sparkle? Hello, Colette. Oh, her allowance is here, so she can go shopping again. There it is. Use that time as many different events, shows as possibly can. Well, good luck to you. Enjoying youth. I'd be a little, you know, concerned about mailing somebody large sums of money into those little mailboxes that are pretty public and easily accessible. I mean, my experience with that is that you generally don't want to mail money to anyone at any point, but especially in a situation where everyone has, like, really close proximity mailboxes. Oh, I have no food for her. That's a shame. What's up, Lot? Celestine. Is it Celestine or Celestine? I wonder. Serving Master Patrick ever since he was a child. I heard this Sharifa has history with the Florald. Family's a lengthy one? Okay. Such special bonds. I guess Sharon has a similar relationship with Elisa, too. To parts unknown. Okay. Something happened. Bridget has a job for us. We gotta do something for her and Alan. They've had this brooding little relationship for so long where the two of them don't seem to be able to get, or can't seem to be able to get past Alan's problems at fencing club. Although we didn't really know what was going on between the two of them, if they were like together at one point, so the letter she wrote said that they were childhood friends. I wonder how that came to be. Oh, she's all business. Okay. I mean, of course we're going to accept it. What is it? Some issues with your childhood friend. Alan from class 4, to be specific. Okay, so they're from the same town, and they used to go to Sunday school together. She left the school and never saw him after that. And she was happy to run. Okay, so this is like the childhood friend story of the two of them were friends as kids, and then she left town or went to a different school. They meet up again years later and are kind of struggling to reconnect. You're an upper class student, though, aren't you? I'm surprised you were childhood friends with someone who, well, isn't. Okay. Is it weird? So it's rare. All right. Oh, so she's similar to us then, or to Reen, that she's not like real nobility, so to speak. She's just kind of a noble in name only. Let me attend Sunday school on my own since I was close enough at home. Ah, okay. Yeah, so kind of like his dad. What are we supposed to do? It's weird that she would try so hard to reconnect with him as well. Like, it's been months that he's just been shunning her, and she's still committed to trying to reestablish some sort of connection between the two of them. Okay. Treating me like some sort of nuisance. As far as I can tell, something seems to have happened with fencing club. So we do know he's getting beaten by Patrick all the time. We've seen that. So that's pretty obviously what's going on, but I wonder where his motivations are for just throwing himself at the wall that is Patrick over and over again. Quickest solution is to ask him himself. Oh, slow down? What do you mean? Just ask him. Yeah, we're just we'll approach it as a bro. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, Reen's good at this sort of thing. Promise you'll tell me everything you managed to get out of him. She seems so smitten. Like, I can't tell if it's like a supposed to be really wholesome like friendship thing, or if she's just like that romantically inclined for Alan. Well, we'll find out when we get to the school and check in on Alan, which I believe is actually what we're going to be heading over to do right now. To the academy. Oh, the principal's just standing right there staring us down as we walk over. What's up, my dude? Oh, okay. He's even stricter than usual. It's because the principal's out of town. That's why. Okay. What's up, Gyler? Arise, O youth. Become the foundation of the world. Has been the definition of what heroes should be since I was even born. Okay. It'd be nice to see a hero like that come out of this academy someday. You know, it would be nice. Again, I've only beaten the first game, but that sort of line is like the most blatantly obvious foreshadowing I think I've seen in a long time. Making progress slowly but steadily. Good job, Lambert. Not quite Slambert, but close. I wonder if his middle name's Lavitz. Be long before she can finally ride about on her own. It's the day we can all race along the highway together is drawing near. Haha. Lambert just loves horses, man. So into it. I believe in you, Paula. Keep at it. You'll get there. Well, we're at the gym, so we're gonna have to check on Alan in a second, but first... Is there anyone upstairs? No? What's going on at the pool? Well, bam. Oh yeah, Klein's tutoring. I guess with all the tension at home, it's pretty important that he still goes there to do that. Wait and see. So Monica's been staying late to practice. Okay. Well, you don't really need to get to Laura's level, Monica. Come on now. Even Casper's like, this is a little bit much. Oh, she is getting really good. Okay. We'll keep at it. Can we talk with Laura? Is that something I can do? Oh, there she is. A good way to get rid of some unwanted thoughts. She's just throwing herself into club practice to keep from thinking about Fee. Oh, well, okay. Have fun. Training hall. Oh, Alan's not here. Is he off today or something? Not with my permission, at least. He didn't even mention he'd be out today. Oh, so he's skipping practice? That seems unlike him. Got a feeling I know where he is, though. What do you think? Why would he be at the field? Ah, okay. So he's skipping practice to go do, like, conditioning? Did he get beaten by Patrick again? Both of them are skipping today, so... Alan and Patrick faced off last month. Patrick, being the slimy scumbag that he is, made a show of holding back and then still beat Alan. Aw. Crushed his confidence. Aw. Like to see him bounce back from this, though. I'll tell you what. I mean, we're already in search of him, so we'll help out the club, too. Why not? Alright, well, I guess we have to double back to the field, then. Where is he? Oh, he's way over in the corner. Okay. I don't remember what I need to do for this quest, so I'm going to save in case I screw it up. So he's not... I thought maybe he'd be like running laps or something, but he's just kind of training here in the corner. How much do you think you can show up and criticize me? We're not criticizing him. Ooh, great. This is going off the rails in a hurry. That stuff never really bothered me. It seems like the guy has a noble-shaped chip on his shoulder. Okay, yeah, it's probably accurate. We do fight really differently than Patrick does, but, you know, training is training. I wouldn't say no to some big fancy noble who took time out of his day. Aw. Why you gotta be like that? I wonder if Instructor Sarah will let me borrow one of those combat shells. Ooh, okay. We're gonna use one of our training dummies. We do.
Bring it on!
Oh, he gets his own one. He has this little art and everything. Alright, meet the following conditions. Alan deals the finishing blow, and he's conscious at the end of the battle. Okay. So he doesn't have to stay conscious, he just has to land the last hit.
My turn!
Okay, well...
Alright, let's do this!
I don't know how dangerous this thing is. Also, I think I have to battle scope it, don't I? Oh, goodness. Yeah, 'cause we don't. What does he got? Oh, he has some crafts, too. Oh! Soaring bird. At least it's a bird-shaped shockwave. Get in there, man. Piercing strike. Didn't work. Alright, cool. Ow. Well, this thing is a lot more dangerous than I thought it would be. We need to battle scope this. It's like 20,000 HP, really? Level 33 at Comet Dummy, made of mysterious metal, has high attack and defensive power to simulate real battle. Can I slow him down with Soaring Bird? I can. Okay.
My turn.
Ow. Part of me wants to just go big, but it'll be fine. We are gonna have to heal though. Let's do that.
Yep.
All right, now that we got the thing scanned, let's start slapping him. I can't delay him, can I? He's resistant to the slash. Now he's casting. Cool. Do either of your abilities impede? They don't. Always excellent. You have no arts. Okay.
Yep. My turn. There.
Autumn Leaf Cutter. Okay. Surprised that didn't hit Reen. Just keep burning CP since he doesn't actually benefit that much from having it.
My turn.
There you go. Now it hit both of us.
My turn.
They're basically, both characters are basically doing the exact same attack over and over again. Swinging their swords and shooting laser beams. I love it. I'm slightly interested to see how much damage Flame Slash will do. I feel like it would just end the fight for the most part. That delay 48's a little ridiculous, though. Maybe we might heal first, and then we'll do it. I'm running out of healing items, though. Let's eat some food. Any cheap food? I think that's not really... Aromatic tea? That's not that bad. I'm just concerned that I might kill it. But I prefer not to accidentally kill it when I need... Really? Of course, because he's paralyzed, he literally can't do anything because he doesn't have any magic.
My turn.
Screw it. Flame Slash. What could go wrong?
Gather on my blade.
Only 3,000. Okay. And it has a burn, though, so... Should take a bunch of damage from that. Or we could miss. We could do that. That's... Failure is always an option. Okay, so it did take the burn damage. So I got about 3,000 health. That's 800.
Yep.
Just heal yourself. I just need to get this thing low enough so we can run in and poke it and get the last hit.
Here we go.
I don't have the CP to counter that. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. No. I have to heal myself again. Just throwing all these items right in the trash. Yeah, that would have killed me. Cool.
Yep. Go.
How close is it to dying?
My turn.
Close enough that I can't hit it again. Cool. I love that. What can I do? Passion? I guess. Fortuna? Let's just cast Fortuna. Why not? I don't even know what this animation looks like. Fair enough. Ow. Soaring Bird. Piercing Strike. Oh, the delay is a little ridiculous, but that's okay. Okay, he's almost got it. My big worry here is that it's going to run over, attack Reen. Reen is going to dodge said attack and then kill it with counter. So let's run.
My turn.
Okay, that's not that bad. Hopefully Soaring Bird kills him. We did it! That was a sight to behold. Aw, yeah. Good job, Alan. We helped him out. We're doing it. Oh. And now he's apologizing for being kind of rude. Envy. I used to be awful at almost everything I did. Sports, studying, anything you can think of. Still am, really. Oh, so still kind of lacking for confidence. Basically my opposite. She can try anything and do it flawlessly. Ah, okay. So he feels inadequate? All I wanted to do was be her equal with no matter what I did. I couldn't manage it. It's a pretty lame reason, huh? No, I mean... yeah, it's frustrating. It's Bridget. Okay. I appreciate Reen's honesty of being like, yeah, this is why I'm here. So I didn't just show up out of pure benevolence, right? I want her to look at me. Okay, so he thinks like she's looking down on him, maybe? So that's the way it is. Yeah, okay, so he feels embarrassed, and there's some sort of romantic tension here. I believe in you, Alan. Go get it. We're rooting for you. I mean, she waited like 3 months for him to even talk to her, so if she's willing to wait that long, you'd think that he's got to have some sort of success, right? Is that request done now? Or do I actually have to go back and talk to one of them? No, it is done. Okay. What's up, Makarov? What I'm doing out here. This is a little lesson for you. When you're outside, the wind lowers your body temperature. This wind chill, as it's called, makes you feel cooler. Some people would say relaxing outside is the definition of slacking off. I mean, you come up with all the scientific explanation you want. You're sitting around doing nothing, my dude. Oh, they grow vegetables at the gardening club. That would make sense. Acerbic tomatoes. We've had some struggles with the acerbic tomatoes before. Let's put it that way. Few things taste better than a big, bitter bite of tomato. Does she just eat raw tomatoes? Is that a thing that Adel does? These flowers, they're coming along. Check on them again later. Hey, Kenneth. I think I am out of fishing attempts here. I am, yeah. What's up, Kenneth? Not all that interested in the summer festival. What? There's no, like, fishing events or anything? Lamar's annual angling festival. There it is. I'd love to see it. Just competition. Men fishing. Probably women too. One can only assume. What are your plans for the summer festival? Hear your dad told you to attend the garden party this year. Okay, so there's a formal party of some description. Wearing a frilly dress and hobnobbing with those high society idiots. I'd be interested to see Angelica in a dress. Be a nice change of pace. Hitting the stalls with you and Toa would be a million times more fun. That's the Angie I know. Pretty curious about the rumors that Princess Elfin will be attending. She's known as the Empire's greatest treasure for a reason. She's like a little angel. Good to know. Into the Student Union building. What's going on in here? Yeah, it's Usus. How you doing over here, my dude? Is of considerable quality. Is it? Okay. Caught up in some bothersome circumstances. Well, I mean, it's our job to dig into everybody's personal life, so we are very happy to help out. I really meant it when I said it was just trifle, but yep. Alright, cool. What do you got to say, Usus? Right here. Right here is where fanfiction is born. It's two dudes sitting at the table, drinking tea together. Dorothy would be proud. An advance payment of sorts. That sounds ominous when I don't know what you're paying me for. Oh no. Here they come now? Who's they? Oh. Some upperclassmen. Upper class students, not upperclassmen. They're not. They might be older. We don't know. Upper class second years from what I can tell. Okay. If you have business with me, I'd appreciate you made it brief. I want to ask you once again if you'd be interested in accompanying us to the salon. Ah, okay. So they want him to go to the third floor with them, but he doesn't want to do that because they're probably just using him to advance their social standing. Understood. I have a prior arrangement with a friend of mine. Ah, we're bailing him out. You could even bring your friend along. They seem nice enough. Like, they don't come across as, like... They're not, like, Patrick-esque, right? They seem pretty normal. They've all steeled themselves for another salvo. What a way to put it, Usus. The haughtier the noble is, the easier and more satisfying it is to reject their invitation. I think Usus gets a little bit too many kicks out of shutting people down. So he used me as an excuse to get away. And that's what he was paying us for. I gotcha. I guess. They could have just sat down and chatted if that was what they wanted. Oh no, he's softening. His image, it's crumbling. So this all comes back to you then. What? Problem is that because Usus is seen with friends, it makes it seem like you can become his friend, right? So the fact that we sat down with him is ruining his image. You'll be accompanying me if I do. Ah, sure, why not? I'd be happy to go in there. Like, what's the worst that could happen? It's kind of awkward and we leave. Ramsey, what's up? My son Greg is a good worker. Do we know who that is? But I'm sure he'll do well in the capital. He's not the best chef though. Next time he comes home, I'm gonna do something about that. Would just throw him right under the bus. It's like, yeah, my son's a nice enough kid, but he's just not a very good chef, so I gotta show him the ropes. Oh, okay. Their son works in Heimdall. Makes sense. A lot of tourism. At a coffee shop. Okay. As a chef at a coffee shop. What? That seems a little weird. Crow, what's up? If only we could bet on the races. I'd be rolling out of here with a wave of Mira. I read something very interesting in a magazine the other day. What's up? But now I want to know. This is a contest practically tailor-made for me. They've got plenty of fancy reward for a lucky winner, too. I'd be a little idiot to let this chance pass. What did he say? The races are the horse racing event of the year. Is there some sort of competition? With, like, prizes or something? That's weird. Oh. Hope Emma enjoys my book, but even more than that, I hope she and I will be able to join forces and create them together one day. What is her book written about, I wonder? Like, is it actually fan fiction of, like, the other students or something? Emma, if you were staring at this page any harder, you'd burn a hole through them. How do I... She seems embarrassed. The manuscript, you see. Sounds like a rough job. Couldn't help but notice you're looking a little red. Are you feeling alright? Definitely isn't full of salacious imagery. No. Oh, can we hang out with her? Yes. Let's help her proofread it. Yes. With this? Is there a reason I shouldn't? Not one she can come up with anyway. Oh no. Alright. Give it to me. What does it look like? A gape. This wasn't written by mistake, was it? What does that mean? How can you write something by mistake? Like a whole manuscript. It's definitely a romance novel, but all the characters are guys. That does seem to be the case, yes. I mean, that's not necessarily a problem. Oh, please say you loved it. It'd make my world feel so much wider. How do I put this? Yes. I feel like I've been introduced to an entirely new world. One that I might not have wanted to know existed. Reen, no. Embrace it. I had no part in writing it. I don't believe you, Emma. Wrote these sorts of stories until recently. So is it just straight up erotica? Is it smut? I want to know. How bad is it? The genre of young womanhood. There's a lot more for you to proofread. Oh no. We're recovering downstairs. These aren't the easiest novels for a guy to get through. Is it easier for Emma then? And it's getting more popular within Erebonia lately. Okay. Well, I'm always glad to have my horizons broadened. I definitely could have done without some of the more graphic details. Okay, so it's at least at erotica. Alright. She fogged up her glasses. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, she took them off. We get to see her without the glasses. Oh, she's embarrassed. Is that a problem for her? Does she feel like exposed? I'm sure not complaining. Oh, there's a compliment snuck in there. Good job, Reen. getting the flirting down. He's getting more comfortable with it. If they get too graphic, I'll take care of them. It'll be fine. To wade through erotic tales of passionate young manhood once again. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Oh. They're putting their club on the line again with a super high tension chess battle. If you lose, then the lower class club will cease to exist. And while I can't see it ever happening, if we lose, we'll leave the upper class club. Only one will stand. Why not just merge them or something? Like, you don't need to axe one or the other to make this happen. They're actually approaching competence. We're gonna have to nip this in the bud by showing the upper class chess club is capable of. Aw. Trying to smack them down before they get too good. All I want to do is play chess and have fun. Oh, Stefan, I'm so sorry for you, my dude. Don't worry, Machias will save you, I promise. When I think of swimming pools, the first thing that comes to mind is drowning. Okay, Beryl, where's this going? Can't help but think of ghosts. Okay. That's just a ray of sunshine, aren't you, Beryl? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we have to deal with Rex, don't we? You send in a request about the photography club to the student council, right? Actually, the head of the photography club. We knew that, Fidelio. We've been in here many times. Do we... I guess we probably have a reputation by now. Your request said something about an issue with a first-year club member. That's becoming... Why? Would you mind lending me a hand? Why couldn't you stop him yourself? I mean, we'll help, certainly, but what exactly is causing you to not be able to solve this on your own? The matter I want to discuss concerns with a first year named Rex. Apparently, he's been taking inappropriate photographs of girls without their permission, and to make matters worse, he's been exchanging them in shady deals with some of the other boys at the academy. A blatant violation of Academy's rules. Well, I mean, there's greater problems to this morally and probably legally, but... Yeah, okay. Not exactly sure what kind of photographs they are or what he's exchanging them for. The fact that he's violating the rules of the Academy is clear. So we're trying to stop him before he gets in trouble. And we're trying to do this without telling the girls that are in these pictures. We tried discussing this with Rex in private. Asked him a few times in passing, but he always plays innocent. I assume he thinks it's safe to continue as long as he doesn't get caught in the act. Yeah, I mean, if we catch him in the act, then problem solved. He's extremely vigilant. Okay. I think I might have raised the issue one too many times to put him on guard. So he's getting a third party involved so that he'll be less tense. He'll let his guard down, I guess. Always seen us as friends who shared a mutual trust. All I want is for him to understand what he's doing and stop. It does make me sad to see it's come to this. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. Behind the storage building in the field. That's pretty expected. Near the old schoolhouse. Okay. He has a good eye for shady things. Okay. Well, got another objective. Is Toa in here? She is.
Oh, Rean, did you get the request list?
I did. This is one of those scenes where one of the other characters is voice acting, but Rean doesn't. These actually, there used to be a lot more of these in the Vita version, if I recall. I think they actually added a lot of voice lines for Rean in the PC release.
Phew. Glad to hear it.
Well, of course we were going to take care of the list of jobs, Toa. Any way we can help.
I was half asleep on my way to the academy this morning, so I wasn't totally sure if I'd put them in your mailbox or not. I take my work home all the time, but the sleep deprivation is really starting to get to me.
Why not have a nap? She apparently does indeed walk all the way from the dorm, from like the lower class dorm, over to our dorm to drop it on the mailbox, and then walks back to the school.
That's right. I dropped them off on my way to the academy.
Our dorm isn't anything but on your way to the academy. It's in the exact opposite direction.
Oh, it's really no problem. You're always helping us out, so it's the least I can do. Well then, good luck today.
Thanks. Yeah, we're gonna have to work extra hard. Some serious work. Toa's work ethic is very contagious. Even if she's just a character. I think it's just a hilarious way to set up this character of just somebody who's earnestly trying way too hard all the time. To the library. What's up, Carol? Oh, it's cool in here. Okay. A novel or two and unwind a little. Try it. You might be surprised. They do get books from time to time. We actually should check one more time. Pretty sure I've actually... Yeah, I've got those. Is there a page 2? Oh, okay. Gotta make sure to fill out all the books. Principal is away from the academy today. Yeah, we did know that he was leaving. Sure he has a lot of meetings. Good to know. Oh, who's here? Another student. Oh. He's fallen asleep. Do we have, like, other exams or anything coming up? Or... It's a little strange to see people, like, vehemently studying with the festival coming up and all that. We should try and track down Rex while we're out here before we go into the school building and talk to everybody there. Oh. We spotted him. You're an artist. A genius, even. You're totally right. I am a genius. Alright, cool. Top quality stuff. What is he trading? Don't tell me it's that Fidelio guy. Nah, it's not him. It's just a feeling. Let's split. We'll meet back in Area B. Got it? This is quite the operation. What the? Wait, how did they get by us? There's only one way out of here. They went over the boxes. Okay. Better find out where he went. The old schoolhouse, probably? Suppose we'll find out. Oh. Who is it? Oh, it's Patrick. We are indeed. Shouldn't you be at club practice right now? Okay, throw as much shade as you want. He said some pretty awful things last time when we were with him. Okay. Yep, just... Regan's just like, can you just leave me alone? Like, just go away? What was this conversation for, exactly? Other than to remind us that Patrick's kind of, you know... An ass. Guess that just means he really has been dwelling on what happened last month. Maybe he's not bad after all. I think Rean is being way too nice here. Oh, they're definitely there. I don't know how we're going to sneak up on them in broad daylight and this open walkway, but alright. Should have pictures in hand, now it's time to ask. Sorry, do you have a minute? Just walking right up. Guy who's always helping out the student council. Damn, we're just about to close the deal. What are we gonna do? And they're gonna go to another location. Interesting. What? What are you doing in that revealing swimsuit, Elisa? Wait, did Rean actually think... Rean... We know for a fact that Rean can sense people. Like, when there are people in a room or anything like that, he can sense their presence. How does he get tricked by this? Why would she even be in a swimsuit? Oh, and they're gone. Son of a... The comedy, though. They'll want a place no one will find them. More like a building that's not used very often. Starts searching. Interesting. Oh, this area is weirdly laggy. Alright. So where could he be? A building that's underused. I'm pretty confident it's got to be the auditorium, because that's the only building that's like really seldom used. Doesn't have anything different to say. I was just wondering maybe he would see them pass by. The auditorium's open. How can you tell that it's unlocked from there? Maybe he found his way in here. In we go. I don't think we've ever actually been in this building. Like, the opening ceremony, the cutscene, you're in it, but you never actually, like, walk around in here. So they're clearly over there. Let's walk in. Pleasure doing business with you. Ah, and they're caught. Gotta go later. Hand it over. Sure you don't need me to tell you you shouldn't have that photo. Confiscated the offending photo. Do we get to see it? Oh. It's just a picture of Toa sitting at her desk. I heard her taking inappropriate photos, but it's just a picture of her working like she always does. Yeah, it's not like anything risque. It's just a picture of her in her natural habitat. How can your heart not melt when you see that sweet look of determination? You know, man, I kind of agree with him. Sure, sneaking a picture like this is an art, and you can't deny that Rex is a master of his craft. Can you? Can you? So he's like candid photo art, like photographer? Is that his thing, I guess? Still, yeah, you did take the picture without her permission, which is kind of the bigger issue than the content of the picture, so to speak. He's still someone in the auditorium. Seems like he's planning on hiding out in here, hoping I'll leave. So he's got to be around here somewhere. Upstairs, one would assume. Oh, there he is. He's just hiding in a corner facing the wall. What am I, the Blair Witch? Come on now. Hello, Rex. I realize that you, for some reason, think that if you can't see me, I can't see you, but it's not the case. How did I think to look up here? I mean, it's pretty exposed. You're really easy to see. At least if you had, like, crouched down or something, it might have been believable, but... Hand over all the pictures. And your photo quartz. Empty your pockets. They're remarkably varied, aren't they? Looks like there's even more on the photo quartz. So he's just been taking all kinds of candid pictures. They're all very characteristic of the girls featured in them. They really convey the girls' individual charms. So we put a lot of effort into this. Yeah, but maybe ask permission. Like, that's... Doesn't matter how well the picture is. Well, take make sure is the subject doesn't want to be photographed. Yeah, what were you exchanging them for? A magazine. Pictures of girls. Is it porn? Was he trading wholesome, candid pictures for porn? Okay. If the photos were too risque, I was going to tell you to leave the club, but I think that we can put this all behind us. Oh, just ruined it all. No. Yeah, I was going to say, this is probably a lot less damaging than it could have been. Yeah, you are pretty good, so just, like, ask. I'm not going to tell you to stop taking pictures. Just make sure to ask. Yeah, just say, hey, is it okay if I take a picture of you? Problem solved. So all this is really comes down to a lack of confidence from Rex, I guess? Oh. What's up, Nightheart? Are you free for a moment, Schwarzer? I am. Do you need something? Come speak with me in the faculty lounge. I'll give you the details in person. Is it urgent? No, there's no rush. Or even come along at all if you can't make it. Interesting. We have a secret meeting with Nightheart. Well, we finished our other optionals. Let's, There's so many people in the Student Union building. So we've talked to everybody there, and there. We gotta go to the main building. And, see what we can find out in there before we do Nightheart stuff. Alright. What's going on the ground floor? Bianca, what are you up to? The academy matches the military policy for policy, and neither one gets a summer break. Aw. That's no fun. Oh. Look at all this purple. Look at it all right there. Look at all this purple. As harsh as Lady Ferris can be with Master Vincent, she does in fact rely upon him. I was willing to lend an ear to her worries and concerns. Aw. So the siblings get along at least. All it takes is the sight of Lisa's face to make me lose composure and fly into a rage. Worry not, sweet sister. Unrequited desire to become friends, the flames of said desire burning up inside. Can't honestly believe that I wish to be friends with the likes of her. Aw, Ferris. Don't worry, you two can get along, I promise. What does Ferris have to say if I talk to her? Are you right in the head? Why would you ever think that? Complete and utter foolishness. She's embarrassed. It's cute. What's up, Beatrix? Are you here to see Fee? She's sleeping. Oh. Sleepy kitty. Every time we find her, she's like napping or sleepy. Looks like she's asleep. I'd rather have her sleep here than outside. Should I watch over her for a while? It's a little creepy, but sure. She's going through so much lately. I can hardly blame her for being exhausted. Seems like she's sound asleep. Hello, instructor. Oh, Instructor Sarah asked her. Okay. Ah. So Beatrix knows the truth and was asked to kind of keep an eye on her, give her a place to hide, so to speak, if she needs to get away from it all. It's not just up to her, is it? Yeah, the whole class. Takes a village. Don't worry about me so much. Oh, she's awake. Did we wake you up? No, I'm still asleep. Part of me thinks she's not making fun of us. What did you think would happen when you started droning on right next to me? Oh, she's got the sarcasm. I like it. Thanks. Go back to bed. Wake me if you need me. Oh, it's super cute. She's raised in the battlefield, but she's able to sleep peacefully when other people are around. Quite the achievement, wouldn't you? Interesting. I'll do whatever I can to make sure she can always feel at ease. Don't worry. We're gonna do all the bonding events. Even for the slightly odd age situation. Because I think Fee's like 15 or something. But it is what it is. Have you finished assisting with the student council? Managed to take care of the most pressing tasks. By the way, I was under the impression you'd be returning to the military. What's going on? In record time. Okay. Saying you already come and gone? You must be exhausted. Instructor Thomas roped me into drinking with him last night. I hardly managed to get any shut-eye. Aw. Went out with Instructor Thomas even after all that. I would never have expected him to be so friendly. I guess Neidhart probably does have a bit of a image of being unapproachable. Instructor Wallenstein told me about your swimming lesson. Seems as though the men of Class 7 suffered a truly humiliating defeat. Didn't Reen win the race? I guess not against Laura. Arcade and Colossal, Swarzer. I'm referring to Arcade and Colossal. If what Instructor Wallenstein told me holds true, those two swam circles around all of you men. Say boys! Oh, okay, this is a masculinity issue. Got it. Got it. For the sake of masculinity, the world over, please tell me at least felt a twinge of frustration. I mean, a twinge, sure. Not for you yet. Listen well, Schwarzer. If you got time in the guts, I'd be willing to teach you how men swim. I'm gonna need you to clarify that. Swimming is more about knowing how to breathe and use your body than it is about your body itself. Us army men undergo training in order to learn how to swim quickly and efficiently. No wasted movements, no wasted breaths. Seriously? Yeah, I mean, we'll take some extra training. Gather up the men of Class 7. Let's go swimming, why not? Is there like a downside to this? We should get a hidden quest? Hidden bonus quest? I guess we probably would have missed this if we went to the schoolhouse or something. So why are we here again? Wants to teach us how to swim as effectively as possible. In that case, we owe him our gratitude. Okay. I still don't get why we needed to assemble so quickly just for some swimming lessons. This is such a pressing issue. You smarmy little... Aw, come on, guys. We don't need to fight right now. Let us begin. The man-way method. The man-way. Did you just make that up? Name's not important. The method, on the other hand, is. You'll be racing each other. One-on-one. Nothing gets a man motivated like some sweaty competition. There's a lot of, it's a bit of a homoerotic tension in this particular session. Let's start with, since you decided to pipe up about the name. Pick your first opponent. Does it matter? Let's race. We already raced Gaius and Elliot before, so one of these two probably. Let's go with Machias. Are we faster than him? Is that a thing? I think it's triangle and circle for this minigame. Alright, Marks, get set. Go! Yes, triangle and circle. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay, I won. Why am I so bad at this? I won't lose next time. Don't worry, Machias. We can keep practicing. Are you here to chit-chat? Or are you here to swim? Get back in there. Get some bonding points with Machias. I'll take that. The man-way method warm-ups continued in this fashion. And in the end, everyone had raced everyone without a single break. The man-way method. Four races in a row really takes a toll on you. You're telling me I'm exhausted. That should do it for our warm-up, so I would appreciate it if we could get to the meat of these lessons. How naive. Oh no. Think you're ready to learn after a wimpy little warm-up? Oh no. Limit breakers. Okay. Not the only one panicking about the word break being in the name, am I? What are those exactly? There's no such time for dumb questions, Regnitz. Name would suggest the exercise has its swimming to. Swimming to, then through the limits of your endurance. Okay. This is I know what you're thinking. Oh no, instructor, this is a surefire way to drown. Don't do this to us. 30 whole seconds. The rest of them. I'll give you 30 whole seconds to rest for every length of the pool you swim. Okay. See. You'll survive, boys, I promise. Did we live? Nobody's dead. That's the important part here. We're all apparently, like, asleep, standing up, though. All the reserves of your energy by now. I'm honestly surprised none of us are dead yet. Checking how long your times were. I'm sure you'll find yourselves impressed. No way. Took us hours to get across the pool. What exactly happened here? Once you reach your limit, your body dedicates all of its energy to swimming, not wasting an ounce of anything else. This is the method I told you about. Keep swimming like this, and you'll be able to cut down your times even further. So, like, through pure effort and enthusiasm, we lowered our swimming times. Got it. There was a method to the madness. That's all. Okay. We did it, lads. Okay, so that's where my other bonding points went. Wait, do I not? Oh, Sarah's outside the dormitory? That's the other bonding event? Interesting. Let's talk to everybody in the building first, and then we'll track down where Sarah is. Thomas, how was drinking? My nice cold beer when it's toasty out. I mean, aside from the rest of the year. Thomas is so good. Oh, the principal is here. I thought he was leaving. Scheduled to leave soon. Okay. Need to pay a visit to the Imperial Army on the way back. Oh yeah, I forgot he's a famous general. Stopping by. Saying a few things, maybe. What else is up here? Gaius in the art room, or... No, I think we saw him. No, he was at the dorm. This isn't any good either. It might be the first slump in a while. Just having trouble with her same statue. I think canonically she must have like a bunch of different works or like a bunch of different statues she's been working on. Margarita's cookie dough has a rather disquieting smell. I hope she didn't use expired ingredients. Seems to have run off somewhere. Yeah, she's over by the cafe. Just around the corner, isn't it? It's a shame I won't be able to make it this year. They usually have some cheap, tasty food available at the food stalls. Aw. Shame you won't be able to make it. Oh. Mint and Elliot in here. Looking for Hibel. He went into town. Yeah, we saw him. He's at the general store. He had some stuff prepared for our performance. She's holding down the fort. How you doing in here, Elliot? The local music academy sends out a group to play there every year. Maybe this year it'll be... he's just reminiscing about home, I guess. Elliot's feeling all homesick. I feel bad. Anybody up here? No? Okay. Is there anybody else on this floor? Nope. Alright. Let's fast travel back to the dorm and see what we can do to find Sarah. Oh, she's at the end of the road. I didn't even notice her over here. Let's... What are you doing over here? Let's boogie. Oh. She's leaving town? I mean, it is her, so I probably don't need to be concerned. Should I follow her? We'll consume a bonding point, of course. Let's go. What's Sarah doing? Is she training, maybe? Taking all of them on by herself. Oh, she is training. Oh, these are like scrub enemies. Oh, we're gonna come help her, I guess. I think I've got this, though. Why don't you sit back and watch? Alright, cool. Let's see Sarah go to work. Clean them out. Easy. I mean, we know Sarah's incredibly strong, so this isn't really a surprise necessarily. There we go, easy. How awesome and cool your instructor is. I mean, we never really said that she wasn't. We just make fun of her occasionally. Wander out here every now and then to lay into the wildlife. A gal's gotta stay in shape somehow, you know? Guess I look pretty dumb rushing in to try and help you. I guess it is a little unnecessary, which we should have known, but... I guess she probably doesn't get that a lot. Going for that card, okay. Tragic. How will I ever cope? Thank you, Reen. Thank you for playing along. I love it. Special private lesson just for you. Ignoring how staggeringly easy it would be to misinterpret that. Sure, I'll join you. Well, I mean, why not, man? Sounds like fun. Misinterpret it all you want. And so, Reen joined Instructor Sarah in a wild brawl against the monsters on the highway. After he spent the last of his stamina, he made his way back to the dorm. We get some bonding with Sarah done. Oh, let me chat with her. I want to talk. Color me surprised. Never expected you'd be so concerned with it. You just had to chase after me like that. Yeah, we'd be happy to join her again. Alright, that's all the bonding points. We did the swimming thing. The only thing left is the schoolhouse. Actually, pretty low health for some reason, but we'll figure that out when we get the chance. For the time being, though, that is probably going to be all the time that we have for this particular session. Head on over to the schoolhouse here, and we will make that run tomorrow. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed it, and we will be back with some more Trails of Cold Steel tomorrow. Probably around about the same time. And just keep on trucking along. I want to get through this game... I want to say as fast as I can, not because I'm trying to rush, but because I would really like to get to the second game. So we're just going to keep on grinding it out. So till then, everybody, have a damn good day.